Well guys, welcome back to the city. Today we're starting a new company like we usually do every day, and we are actually going to be opening a brand new concrete business. Now this is something we've never done before, so it should go pretty smooth, and we're going to be building it right here on the right side. So let's pull in, we'll check out what we're going to do for the build, and then we'll get to work building this new place. And we've even got a Tim Hortons billboard on our land. I think we'll keep it. It's a pretty good place. So first things first, the nice part about it is we actually have the train tracks and lumber yard right behind us. So we're actually going to be able to get some materials from whatever we need for actually making the concrete. We are going to have some cement mixer trucks for transport, and then I think we're going to build out our own in-house mixer to make the concrete. So it should be pretty smooth. We're going to start with a shop today, and we're going to jump into the sky and get to work. So let's go. Hey everyone, before we start today's video, I'm excited to share that we're going to be releasing all of our private FS25 mods. We've spent many years making them, and it's going to include all the camping, boating, and even all the mansion mods. So if you'd like to level up your game, check out the link at the top of the description. So the name of our new business is going to be called Capital Concrete. You guys know concrete's expensive and it requires a lot of capital, so we're going to be calling it that. It's a pretty sweet name, rhymes good, and we're going to build in a custom color. So check this out. We've got the custom blue color around all the accents, and then we've got some stone custom. There's some offices in the front. We're going to go check it out when we're done building this thing out. First of all, we're going to place it down right there. So the front entrance, and then we got to build out a bit of a driveway. Let's obviously go with concrete because that's what our business is about. Except this time around, we can do it a little bit easier with the landscape tool. So this is going to go all the way to the shop, and then we need some parking spaces for customers. So now what my idea was for this was to build in a fence. We need some security. We got some expensive trucks back here. Let's switch over to fences. We've got these one type of fences. I think they're barbed wire. We're actually going to go ahead and leave some space for 2 parking spots, and then we're going to place down the fence. So this should go pretty smooth. Let's see. Is there a gate? Oh, there's a sliding gate. All right, perfect. So we're going to go out to this point. Let's make sure we're all the way close up against the building, and then right here. So we'll go 3 gates or fence spots, and then we'll switch over to our sliding gate. Check this out. This is sweet. I don't think I've ever seen this before, but that should be pretty good size for our semi trucks to get through. It's got actually a beacon on it, so that'll allow anybody to see if it's opening or closing, and then we'll finish off the rest of the gate. We can actually just go right to the lawn right here, and then we're going to go close it off to the train tracks like so. That way we got nobody coming in and stealing any of our equipment, because you guys know we are centrally located downtown. So that should be good. We're going to park the trucks here and then in the shop as well. So all right guys, let's do some finishing details here. We got to add in obviously some rock texture. We are going to offer that in our concrete business. Whenever we do driveway work, we're going to have this nice rock texture, so we got to kind of show off on our shop before people come in and look at our concrete. We got to make sure it's concrete. So let's go ahead and finish off the siding of the building, and then I think I've got a couple of decorations we can add. All right, so for the front, we're going to add a couple of flower pots. We're going to place these things down right there by the 2 front doors. That looks good. And then I'm trying to think, what should we put here? I do want to put something, because they can't knock this sign over. It's a part of the city. We could not move that. So what I'm thinking is what we're going to do is add in some of these little parking spots. So we're going to place 2 of them down in this direction like that. So they'll kind of just pull in and park right here. And we can also just place one down on the side. That way they don't drive over the sign there. So, all right, we got customer parking here. Last things we need is a grill station for Grill Fridays. That's what we're going to call it. Right over there in the corner. Perfect. So now we can grill out, and I think we got ourselves a concrete shop. Let's go check it out and see what we built. All right, guys. So as you can see, we've got the front doors here. We're going to go in through here. A little squeaky. Need some WD-40, but we've got offices. So 2 main offices here, or desk, and then we've got 2 more over here. Let's see. Here's a light switch. Oh, okay. Those are nice. We got dual monitors at both setups, printers. There's a lot of logistics when it comes to concrete businesses, because you got lots of jobs going on at the same time, a lot of multitasking. We've got printers and everything you would pretty much need. We've actually got these new CAD system. You can see that's our shop, and that's going to allow us to actually 3D model a customer's driveway, so they can preview whatever they're ordering and material and whatever else. So all right, here's the back shop. This is an important part of the business as well. We're going to keep the trucks in here, so perfect amount of space. The overhead doors will fit the concrete trucks. Oh, they're roll-up doors, and we've got storage up here. As you can see, plenty of storage. What I would like to do is remove one of these things, and then we can use a forklift to get materials up here. That make it a little bit easier. We are going to be buying a heavy-duty forklift, and there's the train. Oh, that's a big train, man. Look at this thing fly by. Okay, that was about 50 15 carts it was pulling. All right, pretty good size, but yeah, that'd be cool if we had the forklift to lift stuff up there. We got tool benches down here. Not sure what this thing does. This is not an air compressor, is it? This is something different. Looks like a fan. I don't know. I'm not smart enough. Whoever knows what this is, comment down below. Yep, that too. And then this looks like a hydraulic press. Man, I don't know much about this business. We got a lot to learn, but I think it's something to do with the tires. Oh, yeah. You get new tires with that. Okay, I ain't that dumb, but we're probably going to need tires a lot because we're going to be using construction equipment on potentially lots of rough roads. We might have to replace them. We got a toolbox, and finally, an important piece of the business, the power washer. The concrete business is dirty, and you don't want your concrete to dry on the truck because it'll ruin the paint. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead. We're going to customize some trucks today and a forklift to open the new business. Here is our sliding gate. Very nice. I like how that works. I mean, this place is locked down. Nobody's stealing our stuff, but all right, let's jump on our iPad and we're going to order some stuff, and then we're picking it up down the road here. I think actually right here. We're going to pick it up across the street. That makes it even simpler. So, all right, see you guys in the store. Okay, guys, so we're going to start out with the cement mixers first. So these things go on the back of our Western Star trucks. We're going to build those out next, but our signature color is blue for the company. So let's buy these things. 38,000. Honestly, not bad for what these things do. So it'll make us probably millions, hopefully. Anyhow, we got these things purchased, 2 of them. Let's go check out the trucks. All right, so here it is, the Western Star 4700 SF. So check this out. We should be able to hook up pretty easily. I just got to make sure I get the correct bed configuration. There it is. Okay, we need the tandem steer, beacons. We'll have the small beacons, and then racks. We don't need that. Fenders, no. Chains, yes. Actually, you know what? Can't add that. We got the fuel tanks right there. We're gonna add in some bumper options here. The heavy duty bumper. We're gonna need it because this is a cement truck, and hopefully we don't run into any other equipment. But hey, it's always nice to have. Anyhow, steering, new steering option, exhaust, custom. All right, this thing should be good to go. I actually am gonna leave the main truck white, and actually, what would it look like if we did blue? Okay, we can change it to blue, but I really do like just the main color it's got. We're gonna build out 2 of these, and we'll go connect to them after we buy a couple more pieces of equipment. First things first, we need a dual forklift. I want to go big with this one. These are some pretty nice forklifts. Let's see, what tire options can we go with? The BKTs, those are pretty cool. The trailer board. All right, let's go with these. These are pretty good for what we're using it for. $80,000 forklift. Okay, this should be pretty fun to mess with. But we got this, and then I've got one more smaller piece of equipment we're gonna need for the jobs. This is the Vermeer S450TX. So it's actually gonna be very useful in the business because it has a special equipment that goes on the front of it here, and they call it a concrete mixer. It is essential for when we're doing sidewalk jobs. If we can't get to it with the truck, if it's in the back or something, we'll take this thing over there. So it should work pretty good, and it obviously mixes up all of the concrete that we need it for. So all right, guys, everything should be across the shop, so let's go pick it up. All right, so here we are. We've got 2 trucks, 2 concrete mixers, and we've got the forklifts, you could say. So check this out. I actually discovered something. I knew this, but this is our water tank on the back. If you guys know, if you just leave dry cement in the back of this thing, it'll basically just stick to the inside of the concrete holder. So you got to continuously add water to it, and I think it's all automated, so we don't have to do much. Just make sure there's enough water and we'll be good to go. So let's fire up this thing, get hooked up. It's pretty simple. You just back under, and we should be able to connect this thing fairly simply. There we are, boys. We got our concrete machine right here. We can go drive it back to the shop. We can unfold it, make sure everything works, and then we'll be parking it in the shop there, making sure obviously it fits. Don't worry, we already did all of our pre-measurements, so we're good to go. Man, these semis are clean, boys. Already listen to this thing. Watch out, dude. We got air horns too. Got a Jake brake. It's one of the best sounding semis I think we've ever owned. But all right, let's pull in, open up the main gate here. We do need to put the remotes in the trucks here so we can get in without getting out of the truck. But all right, so auxiliary 1, let's see what that does. All right, looks like that's our tandem axle. So auxiliary 2 and 3 should control the back here. Check this out. Pretty cool. So you can rotate the direction, and it looks like the height. I think you can adjust the pitch of the, yep, you can see the height right there, and there's a train going by again. But let's see, I think we have to add in some cement before this thing starts rotating, but anyhow, it works pretty good. Let's make sure we can swing in through here and back into the shop. We should have more than enough room. It's actually pretty nice to have that tandem axle. We'll use it to our advantage, and then yeah, pretty much a 2-point turn and you're backing into the shop. So works out really good. This is the most secure parking lot I've ever had before, for sure. So okay, looks good right about there. I want some space to get the forklift out in case we need it, and let's go grab the other equipment and we'll make sure that's good to go. Speaking of the Vermeer skid steer, this thing's pretty cool. One of my favorite pieces of equipment. You can put forks on it. Oh, It does 360s and flips too. This thing rotates in the front. You can see the concrete mixer. Pretty sweet. We got the controls there for the arm, lift, lower. Obviously, we want to keep it tilted or all the cement will just pour out of it. So pretty sweet. It does create pretty good exhaust there. I mean, this thing is working overtime, seems like. But, all right, let's go put this back in the shop and then we'll grab the last 2 vehicles and bring them on back. Check this out. Whenever I raise and lower, the character actually tilts over to the side to adjust the controls. And actually, oh my gosh, it actually grabs the correct control. Not bad. All right. We're improving day by day here. But yeah, this is one overkill of a forklift. It should lift about any bags of cement we've got for the mixing. And yeah, it's pretty cool. You got a beacon, and let's see how high this thing can go, because we are going to have to lift it up into the back of the cement truck. So here we go. Raise it all the way up. That's max height. Not bad. Pretty cool. Obviously, it serves a lot of other purposes for working around the shop. If we're obviously putting stuff in storage, we need that extended height to get it up there. We'll make sure that lines up pretty good, and we might not even have to pull off one of those barricades on the top. You can see if I actually can go over it. Here, let's test it out. We won't have to do any construction work. Oh, it does. Look at this. So I can go over here, and then I can set it down. Ready? Oh, okay. So just like that, and then I'll pull it off the forks. I might still remove it, but it works pretty good. We're going to center this thing in the shop because the other truck's going on the right door. So let's get this thing centered, and then we'll wrap this place up, and it'll be done working construction for the day. We built this new shop, and that's pretty much all we get on today's list. Obviously, the next one, I want to be pouring some concrete and building some driveways out. So let's go grab the last truck, see what it looks like. All right, backing in here. Works out pretty good. There we go. Oh, pre-centered here. Should I use the mirrors? Let's see. We look good. Yep, looks good right there. Straight back. Perfect. And we've made it back. All right, guys. Well, that's the day for you building a new concrete shop called Capital Concrete. If you guys want to see episode 2 come back, help me out. Go down below, hit that thumbs up button. I would love to do some work building out driveways and other custom concrete jobs. So let me know if you guys want to see this continue. Thank you again so much for watching today's video, and we'll see you in the next one.